5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve. This is Live with Neve. Iconic musicians, comedians, and entertainers of all types. Interviews, comedy, and God knows what else. Hold on!
All right, everybody. Here we are. I can't wait to introduce you to a good friend of mine. And I just love this girl's music. And we're going to talk about her life, her general coolness, and the fact that, heck, she's got a producer already, or I'd be all over this, begging her to work with me. I'm going to present to you, without much ado, the wonderful Sam Roark.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Neil. I super appreciate it. Your girl felt good about herself. Tell you what.
Well, you know, when we were talking last night, I have to say, I think you're great. I want to ask you about your life story. And I always like people who come back from bad times. It's a hard thing to get back up and fight your way when you've hit the floor. And I know all about it. I've done it. I liked it so much, it took me a couple tries.
Hey, me too.
You know, it ain't always easy. People always like to think about various, what they call, you know, our social issues, whatever they have, you can lump all these attitudes. So it could be towards drugs, it could be towards anything. People can get crazy about any damn thing. So let's just start. I know a little bit that you really like Dolly, and I could hear that in your first song. I went, wow. A lot of girls try to sing that. A lot of guys too, and can't do it.
I do love Dolly, so thank you.
Well, let's go ahead and tell me a little bit about your upbringing and all that good stuff.
So I actually have traveled back home this weekend for a very special project. I'm born and raised from Southeast Kentucky. I'm an Appalachian American. I'm from Manchester, Kentucky, and I now live in Nashville, but I grew up in a very different place. It was not accessible to major cities. You know, I was about an hour and a half from the nearest interstate where I grew up. And it's real easy to fall into drugs and to fall into some bad things. But the mountains also have a really beautiful way of life, and I'm very thankful for them. Dolly, like you mentioned, really did inspire me. I grew up in a household that was picture perfect from the outside, and it was not functional on the inside. The song Starlight that came out after Jolene is about my mother losing her battle with addiction. By the grace of God, you know, I'm here still. But the mountains, as beautiful as they are, they're dangerous for a lot of lives. And I fell into manufacturing meth. There's no easy way to put it.
Well, you know, I don't judge anybody, because in my life I've had all kinds of addictions, and I'm a lot older than you, and I can tell you I enjoyed every one of them a little too much. And you know, I'm going on. It'll be about 3 years of me being sober, and
congratulations.
It feels good. Thank you. It was hard. You know, you coming from Tennessee, I really appreciate your whiskey down there, and I know that I've contributed my share to your local economy.
Yeah,
when I stopped drinking, they got kind of upset, man. Their stock points went down several, and I don't know. You know, you're an alcoholic if you have your own barrel at the Maker's Mark factory where your name is burned on it.
Oh yeah, and then they send it to you when it comes.
Yeah, and I've been waiting. I don't even know who the hell I'll give it to.
I'm in that club too, though, Neil. I'm totally still waiting on my damn bottle. I've still not got my bottle. My name's on a barrel up there somewhere.
Well, you know what? It's funny when you say that, because there's all kinds of jokes. I'm like, well, you know, if you go into a bar every time and everybody knows your name, you just might be a drunk. It's possible, you know. 5 signs, you know, you're ignoring it. I woke up and my mouth just tasted like battery acid, and I was trying to jumpstart the car. You know, I mean, you do some stupid shit on whiskey, believe me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, when you left, how old were you when you left? Let's go back over some of your addiction problem. And I don't mean to harp on that. I just find it interesting. I like the comeback story better than the falling down.
It's one of my favorite things to talk about, because it's a wild little story.
Right.
I actually got trapped. I wanted to leave. I wanted to get out of Kentucky and get away from everything, but because of the charges I was facing, I was busted at 17, but they were
Ah,
charging me as an adult. And it was very, very serious to the point that it was either I was going to get the most strict rehabilitation that they could provide or I was going to go to prison. And thankfully, they saw enough in me at my young age to put me in something called drug court. Well, that was cool and
okay.
all because I got sober and I was out and I wanted to leave. I wanted to pursue my dream and start trying to play music. So I started working in Nashville with a producer named Joe Sun, who's a
Hmm.
country music veteran, and I cut this awesome album called Checkout Girl. It's actually once I picked back up, I did release it, but it was going to be unreleased at that time. We cut it. It was awesome. I was very excited. And Kentucky probation and parole said, no, you're not going to travel. We're not going to do this. This is not good for you. You're not able to handle, being in bars is not the place for you. So I got stuck in Kentucky for about 4 years while I found who I was and worked through my problems. And I moved about 21 years old to Lexington, Kentucky, was the further away I could get from my hometown. And I stayed there
Did you
until a few years
did you
ago.
have any of the problems some people have when they get sober with friends of yours that are not sober? They either think A, that you're not going to make it and they're going to drag you back,
Yeah.
or they just kind of, it changes your relationship with people. Like, I was always known as the Pied Piper, man. I'll show up, the party's just getting going. And I'm way different. I still have the same, I'm kind of a crazy person naturally. I add a little whiskey and some car keys, man. I'm just all set, dressed for dinner.
Yeah.
Um, it's weird though, because I can be called the designated driver, which is just absurd. Even when I'm sober, I'm a crazy, reckless driver. It's a good thing I don't drive much anymore.
Right.
And, I found it weird. Tell me your experience in your town. Did you feel that tug from friends?
Yeah, I did. It was kind of a constant tug, and there was also this kind of constant understanding of I couldn't be what I wanted to be, and I couldn't become what I wanted to become. And I actually threw myself the best damn pity party that you have ever seen. And it
Right.
lasted like 5 to 6 years. I've only been playing music again. I actually refused to play music. After they told me I couldn't travel and I couldn't play live, I stopped. I quit.
Uh,
I did not pick up music again until 2 years ago this October. Didn't release any of that content. I did not do anything. I was very depressed. I actually was at the most unhealthy point. I was even more unhealthy than I was on drugs at that point because I had gone from having some sober weight to weighing 300 pounds and having a 42-inch waist. And I'm only 5 foot tall. That's
Wow.
not okay for somebody that went
that
from
is
being a 99-pound frame.
that is amazingly inspirational, because people look at people who are heavy and they always stereotype them, and the people are jerks out there. A lot of folks are mean to big people.
Yeah.
It's just
Man,
like,
screw
man,
that's what they told me, that I would never be pretty enough,
yeah,
and I've
right.
heard that before too, and I was like, hold my beer. Like, you want to see, you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it, and I did
believe
have to reinvent myself. That was something that was hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems to me that like a lot of people have problems. My problems all been spread out. I don't have to get into them, but I respect the fact that you've not only gone through the alcohol withdrawal and the drug withdrawal. I don't know if you smoke weed or not. I don't care. I have a medical card here, and that's all I do at all. And, I'm damn happy, because if I get off on a bender, it's just all over, and my life will end. I think you having
Absolutely, and more power to you for saving your life that way. Like, you're
well, yeah,
saving
and I'm
yourself,
really
and I
much
admire
happier, and
that you can
you know,
talk about that. Hell yeah.
yeah,
I
you
support
can't be
that.
running around hiding from it. You have to face it, and I think there's a certain amount of power a person has to have when they change within. It's like when I first went into a restaurant after I got sober, my friend said, "Do you mind if we sit at the bar?" And I said, "No, we can go sit at the bar. It ain't about them or you. You can have a drink all you want." A lot of alcoholics can find any excuse possible to re-drink. Oh, I
Yeah.
was at the bar. For me, it's like, that was part of my life. Go to a gig, have a couple of shots, smoke whatever, have fun. it's not a good thing. And if you really know, if when you break your life enough, you'll eventually get the right mind. I mean, I'm terrified,
Yeah.
and I think your story is one that a lot of people could relate to. And I'm talking to you as a person. When we talked, I always like to, when I heard you, I had to say, well, I'm going to reach out and see. We're going to have a conversation, and what I heard. And I think, you're going to do well, and we'll certainly do anything we can to help you. But your story, for everybody who's just watching us, we're live. We're here with Sam Roark, and you can look at her on Facebook. You can check her out on YouTube. We'll ask her where at the end of the show where to find all. She's got some great merchandise. Excuse me. So, Sam, you think you got a little time to play some music for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I sure do. So, really cool thing that's going on this weekend. It's thanks to COVID-19. There's these nifty new live stream sessions going on around the world, and I am recording a vinyl album in the mountains of Kentucky. I came from in a cabin, dates back to about the late 1800s. So we're actually about to leave here, and I'm about to go see the property and go check that out. And I'm gonna play one of those songs we're gonna track, if that's all right.
All right, let's. I can't wait to hear it.
Hey, have you ever had your heart broken super bad, Neil?
Oh, it's happened. It's alleged to happen a lot.
Have you ever made some really terrible decisions that made you feel like dirt, Neil?
Oh man, I am the king of bad decisions.
You ever wake up in the morning and feel dirty in the mirror?
Oh, I'm always dirty in the mirror.
Me too. You know what? There's been a lot of those times, and I wrote this song about whiskey because it never fails. That's why I can't drink whiskey. Every time I drink whiskey, I feel guilty about my whole life. It's like everything I've done comes back, and every bad ex that I've ever had, all of it comes back. So I don't drink whiskey.
Well, I haven't had a drink of whiskey in almost 3 years now, it'll be in May, and I don't need a drink of any damn thing at this point. I've had enough, girl. Well, here we go with Sam Roark, going to play a song for us.
All right, here we go.
All right.
If ice cubes could talk, I don't persuade. They tell me I'm things I was too scared to say. Maybe you love me, maybe you'd walk away. And I wish I knew you'd screw my heart this way. Finer than bourbon, make me sway like fine wine. Kentucky back roads, make me lose my mind. Curves in their edges remind me of you. When I drank on whiskey, all I could think of was you. Could make you leave her, promise me someday. And I got tired of her calling you away. So go on her arms, that's where you stay. And I find myself with a whiskey heartache. You're finer than bourbon, make me sway like fine wine. Kentucky back roads, lose my mind. Curves in their edges remind me of you. When I drink on whiskey, I think you. I watched the sunrise through some mountain ice cubes. Tried to block out my thoughts of you. My heart can't stop, it still makes way. Finer than bourbon, you make me sweat like fine wine. Kentucky back roads, me lose my mind. Curves in their edges remind me of you. I drank on whiskey, I thought of you. Thank you, guys.
Very nice. I like that song. It's one of my favorite topics now that I give it up.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's about to be a
Julie,
vinyl release. I'm very excited about. It's gonna be my first vinyl release. So
I can't wait.
Oh, how exciting!
Julie's our producer,
yes.
and she's going to join us. Julie, do you have any? I know you got some questions for Sam. So,
well, I know I was listening to you guys talking earlier, so I just wanted to know more, Sam. When did you realize you're going to be a lifer? You know what I mean? A music lifer, a creative lifer. You know, this is your path. This was what your purpose is. This was your destiny. At what age did you realize that?
I started playing music when I was about 3 years old, and by the time that I had hit 15 years old, I didn't have any sights on anything. I never dreamed of being a doctor. I never dreamed, you know, when you're little, you have big dreams, huge dreams that everyone tells you to achieve. You know, when you're young, they say, go for it. And then when you're grown, they say, stay within your means. I never had a dream of anything other than just being what I was, playing music. And then as I got older, it started getting scarier because my friends were going to college and I'm in drug recovery because I've already like gotten busted and like halfway been on my way to prison. I knew that there wasn't another path for me. It's kind of like Hernando Cortez said when he brought his troops in. He burnt the ships. He's like, we win here or we die here. And that's kind of what it was for me at that point when I knew that this is what I wanted to do. So,
how long
were you? That's a great
in
song, by the way. That the
whiskey. Whiskey is what I
we love a little whiskey.
Song.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm curious. I bet, you know, everybody experiences some form of prejudice, whoever you are. I mean, I used to have hair to my waist, and I know when I trimmed it up to go to college, I thought I was going to cut all my hair off and miraculously change. I got treated way different. You know, I worked in a veterinary office for a long time while I was in the music business at the same time. And I'd walk around looking kind of like a dork, you know. I had this short haircut. And at night, I'm out playing rock and roll, and you know, running amok is a kind way to put it. And I find that you get some prejudice, and I'm wondering, I think you're kind of a tough chick, and I think the prejudice you've probably found in Nashville, it ain't a problem for you compared to getting sober or trying to get off meth or trying to lose 300 pounds. I mean, that is inspirational, and I admire you.
Guys I appreciate you guys talking to me and hanging out with me and just hearing where I've been and where I'm headed to. You know, I really appreciate you guys, and it's really cool to hear your story too, Neil. You know, I've kind of been looking at, you know, some of the past projects and stuff you've done as well, because, you know, I like to super sleuth on people. So, you know.
I agree. You never know. You might have your next stalker, right? I have to ask you, have you had your own stalker yet?
Yeah, actually, kind of, but they
3 or 4. Come on, you got to top my record.
They're like at a distance that I'm not too concerned. He promised me a really good life in Cancun if I would go with him, and that he swore I would be well taken care of. I mean, there was only one.
I'm sure, some drunk middle-aged guy, just what you're looking forward to spending your eternity with. I'm sure.
Yeah, it was. That was the only creepy thing that I've had happen. Other than I did have somebody had this drummer at one point. He was real pretty, one of those like super meathead muscly drummers. Neil, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Well, he used to do a bunch of performances with me. I did have a fan make a pillow of him, and then in the In the message she sent us, she said she made a pillow of him so she could sleep with him every night. That's the freakiest thing that I've
Wow,
had.
now that is,
Yeah.
I love it. I always have to
can
ask
somebody
these stories.
could
Go ahead,
somebody
Julie.
make me a Chris Hemsworth doll then, just so I can sleep with him every night? Jason
Usually
Momoa.
the
I
only
have a whole
kind of doll.
list. I have a
Can I
whole
get a
What
body
kind
list.
of doll?
pillow?
Yeah,
My
body
pillow,
pillow.
right.
A 6.5-foot fucking tree climbing body pillow.
Hey,
I'm
you
planning
know,
on
like,
climbing that bitch.
the only pillow I got, some girl made a voodoo doll once. She was poking
Yeah.
sticks in that damn thing. I'd be in the middle of the drum set and it'd be like, ah!
His
Damn
arm
it,
breaks
what is
off
that?
and goes, see, just
Making
like that.
dolphin
See what
noises.
happens?
You gotta watch out for that
Exactly.
voodoo shit. We're gonna have to call John Spear in here. You know, what do you think, Jules?
I know.
We
I
get
told
Spear
you.
here.
We're
He can answer
haunted.
these questions. We have a ghost hunter and resident spiritualist who keeps the house. My weed doesn't certainly help get rid of the. It's like saging is one of those things some new age people are into. I'd rather have a fireplace and just smell the smoke personally than any kind of sage. But what do I know? I'm so
Yeah.
bad.
You have to like track down white candles and such, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. So it's cool.
Right. Light the fire. Put some meat on it. I don't know.
So, Sam,
Go ahead.
yeah, I had a question. Now I think I forgot it. Sorry.
No worries.
It was, well, crap.
Dum, 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 dum.
That's helpful. Not at all. Not even in the least.
You see what she has to put up with? I swear to God.
The Jeopardy noise is only good for the show. Any other
Thank
time
you.
it's indecent.
Okay.
The rest, it's like The
stand
Price is
for
Right.
that,
The Price is Right, and you just want to punch somebody in the
The sound of
face,
failure.
man. Yes, I'm like, dude, I'm already there. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to feel it.
Settle down now.
Julie, maybe we need at a certain age we have to start taking those senior vitamins or something. You never know. I mean, they tell me they're going to put selenium in it and make me all of a sudden smarter or forget more or less. I don't think anything will help. My mind runs quick, and sometimes I don't revisit where I was in the proper order. I don't know why, but I don't know. It helps when writing songs. You come up with some weird breaks and stuff.
You've got my manager sitting behind the camera, like directly behind it. He's got him rolling right now. So
bring him on around. We want to bring him around. We want to talk to him.
Put him
Come
on the
bring him
spot.
on
That's
camera.
what we do.
You're part of the family.
Come here, Chris.
Come on around here,
Come
son.
everybody.
Girl, whoever you are.
You're stationary. So this is Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Chris.
man?
Hey, what's up, Chris?
All right. We got
The guy, the man
from
with the
Nashville.
plan.
We got Chris and Sam Roark. Do you live in Nashville too, Chris?
No, I'm in Eastern Kentucky.
He's in Kentucky.
Right.
I used to live in Nashville.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, you got a great girl here to work for, and I know you'll do a good job.
I'm extremely proud of her. She's awesome.
I agree.
Aw, look at you stroking my ego today. Aw.
Hey, man, if we didn't have all our family and friends and wives and husbands and all those people who support us through all this crazy, I mean, what the hell? It's hard enough anyway if you don't have a support network to keep you focused.
100.
Yeah, heck yeah, you're
100%.
totally right, for sure. It's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that right, Captain?
There we go,
There you
man.
go. There you go. So when are you? I know you have an album coming out. You have your release coming out. So do you have any plans to do any shows online or anything like that? Where can we find like your tour schedule, even if it's just digital touring? You know what I mean?
So yeah, you can go to my website, samroarkmusic.org, or you can go to my Facebook platform. That one is the largest, my band page on there. It's got all of my tour dates. They track me on bands in town as well and a few other things.
Cool.
Great.
My schedule stays rotating pretty often, so.
That's good. That's good. Okay, cool. As long as we know, so everyone knows where to find you.
Yes.
And everything.
Thank you.
So when are you going to be coming to Florida in Tampa area?
What's the date?
Oh, you have a date.
We will
An
be.
ish.
We will,
COVID-ish date.
if
Right.
everything holds, we will be at the American Hero Music Festival with Dallas Moore and several other big acts.
What? Yeah, it's.
Where's that?
I'm not
Where's
sure
that?
what part is that.
It's a pop. How you say it?
A poco?
Yeah.
It's like a poco. We're not good with
Nice.
city
Popka?
names.
A
We're
popka?
not good at memorizing. It starts with an A
I
Okay.
think that's a
With
popka.
an
and ends
I
with an
love
A.
Apopoka or whatever. I don't know.
We're
There's so
probably, yep,
many.
that sounded close.
Yeah, that's it.
Apopoka.
I don't know. You need to bring it up here to Asbury Park. I got to tell you,
Asbury Park.
New Jersey, boy, this is
Once
where.
they allow us to start booking openly again, I plan to be going back on tour. And, we had 52 over the road dates planned all over the country this year. And then 2020. It's here.
I know. It was the same way with my band. We were booked through the first quarter by like November, right? All the way through the first quarter. We're yay, and we're opening for big national acts and everything. And then quash, everything just fell apart at once and there was nothing left.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's how it goes.
Asbury Park would be a great. That would be a great spot to do a show.
Yeah, Asbury
Well, we'd
Park.
love to have you up here, and I'd certainly put you in the right direction of who to talk to up here once things get back together. It's a great music scene. The summertime in Asbury Park is happening.
Yeah, it's legendary.
And also, so you're aware, if you have some plans, if you are able to get down, there is a strawberry festival here in Tampa. And it's every year, and it's all country artists. Willie Nelson has played it. Willie Nelson's played it. A bunch of famous
Rich,
artists.
a lot of great bands come through there.
Play that. Yeah, to
You
the
know what?
Strawberry
I'll send you
Festival.
some info on who to check that out.
Strawberry Festival, yeah.
I live in
it's
Plant
Strawberry
City.
Festival. I like strawberries as well.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. It's in Plant City. It's like it's like a carnival. It has all that, but the important part
cool.
aspect of it is there's music.
There's enough corn dogs. They sell more corn dogs that have been sold in a year in New Jersey in 3 days.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. So if you can get on that, that's your ticket, girl. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get on that one. Yeah, that sounds like a
So,
blast.
I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
I'm on it.
He says he's on it. He's gonna look into the Strawberry Festival.
Excellent. You look onto it, and you guys know how to get a hold of me. So if I can help you in any way, I certainly make some phone calls
Appreciate that.
if it'll help. We all need a little help once in a while, and making good friends, and it's the basic
Absolutely.
universal language.
And that's the whole point of all of this. That's the one thing I have to say. I think the whole world, has learned as a society that 2020. This is not about one person or this person or that person, and we all can't make it on our own. We've all got to drop the bullshit and the petty shit and
Absolutely.
just work together.
My theory is the same.
Exactly.
And look, if we all work together, I'm telling you right now, girl, we cannot all fail. One of us is going to do fine.
No, exactly right.
Exactly.
And once you fail, just don't have the grit to keep going.
And it's the collaboration part too. You have support of people you have support of your peers, you have support of, the people in your industry, your colleagues, everything, and that's what you want. You want that crossover, all that great, knowing that, no matter what, you guys are a team. You've got a huge team.
That's
network.
what makes it worth it. That's the love of it. And it's the building those relationships with people because, I know, we all know standing here, music can be stressful. And it can become miserable and take something you love so much and make it just such a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the people you create with. That's what it's about.
Well,
sure is.
I always consider my bandmates family, and we try to have that. Occasionally we have some family that we don't bring out at holidays, we just set them on the porch with whiskey and just let them be. Tell them they might be thrown to biting or something. So tell me, Sam,
I'm with that.
You got some time to play a little more music for us?
Yeah, I can play another one for you.
All right, bye-bye, Chris. I look forward to meeting you sometime.
Hey, we look forward to meeting you guys sometime in person as well.
Hell yeah. I absolutely, if you're up here, we'll definitely get together. Yeah. All right, I'm going to bring you up there. Talk to you in a little bit.
So, this one I wrote just over this past year, and I took it to Nashville Rising Song, and it won round 10, and then I kind of revisited the tune, and I worked with an awesome writer named Matt Burke, and we co-wrote this one together. But I had a drug overdose when I was 17 years old, and by the grace of God, I did not die that day. I don't know why I was chosen to live, and I'm very thankful because a lot of us get second chances we don't deserve. Mm-hmm. But even though I was scared of going home at night to go to sleep, I was scared I wouldn't wake up again. My addiction was still strong, so it still had power over me. So I was so scared of something, I was afraid I would die from it, but yet I still did it because it had me by the guts, and there was nothing I could do. So in my mind, if I hadn't survived, what would have happened to me? How do you stand before whomever your maker is? You know, I'm not going to get religious on here today, but whoever your maker is, how do you just tell them, whoopsie, sorry, that was an accident. I'm pretty sure it's not going to get you very far. So I wrote Digging Coal about what my version of my eternity would have been and how I would have gotten there. Well, I grew up in the mountains of East Kentucky. The water runs fast crossing gravel roads, red and muddy. There's a dark long cloud ain't me no there. China's getting flooded. It'll flow out, the meth cooks loud. Baby's going hungry. I lost my soul in 100 deep in Eastern Kentucky. Took my chance rolling dice with the devil, and I ain't never got lucky. So I'll dig coal from hell to Tennessee. Can't run from the damn nation coming for me. If it's my time, show me the light. The Lord takes mercy on me. I dig coal from hell to Tennessee. Well, I sold my dreams in a Sudafed scheme, and the air got harder to breathe. I felt my life, I believe my eyes when I saw the devil coming for me. Tried to run like hell, now I couldn't escape. Oh, that I have done. I lay down in this bed I made, nowhere left to run. So I dig coal from hell to Tennessee. Can't run from the damn nation coming for me. It's my time, show me the light. Lord, take some mercy on me. I dig coal from hell to Tennessee. Leaves have gone, so bless you now. The fall is come to stay. So let them take me down, my God, on a cooling boat I'll lay. In my dust, crossing mountain tops, let me drift above the lake. Rain cover me when the warm wind blows, every little breath you take. I dig coal from hell to Tennessee. Can't run from the damn nation coming for me. It's my time, show me the light. Lord, takes mercy on me. I dig coal from hell to Tennessee.
All right, everybody. If you're watching, we're here with the lovely and talented Sam Roark. If you, everybody out there, I don't care if you're a man, you're a woman. If you need to reach inside and find a little inner strength, talk to Sam and listen to some of her music. Because I find that the best music is made from the heart.
Thank you
beautiful.
for being here
it.
and hanging out as well and talking to me. And you guys are amazing. And I want to do this again sometime. Let's hang out and talk,
Absolutely.
jam sometime maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
that would be
good.
great. We'd love to do that. We're all about jamming.
Absolutely. And, you know, I have a bunch of unfinished business down in Nashville and friends to visit and do some other interviews. So hopefully if I'm down that way, we'll meet and do a live one somewhere.
And yeah, and make sure reach out to me and both Neil and I, between the two of us, will find info for you for the Strawberry Festival here in Tampa.
And,
and get you
Thanks,
there.
guys. That'd be awesome.
if COVID gets a little better, I'll do my best to get you up at Asbury Park. The Stone Pony is a great venue. You'd fit. You're one of the few original women I've seen in country in a long time, and I mean that. I'm not blowing sunshine up your tail. You know, country's gotten to be such a formulaic composition, and that's okay. I like everybody, and I'm a nice guy. If you're out there and you're making your living, I'm not going to ever pick at how a man or woman earns their living. You know, there's room for everybody. And if we in music can't be the people we'd like the world to be, I mean, what's going to happen with that? It's so hard to be a schmuck if you're a musician. Usually, unless you get rich and famous, and that can make people, that's a whole nother, can of worms. But I've found that the best people are the most humble. And you certainly are humble, and also you just have the right stuff, Sam. So we hope to have you back, and hope to see you in Nashville. Maybe, hopefully, this COVID will end sooner or later.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. I'm out there on the lake. I'm right off Percy Priest, so you come hang out. You too, Julie.
All right.
You guys let me
Thank
know
you.
when you're down. Absolutely.
All right. Well, great. Well, you know
Thank
what?
Keep in touch.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. This was
Stay
awesome.
in touch. We'll watch your calendar, and we'll ring you up from time to time. See how things are going.
And just when you find some free time, just feel free to get in contact with us, and we'll just schedule.
Yeah, if you need something to be pushed a little bit, and you're pushing on your Facebook page, let me know. We'll work it out. We'll just get you on.
The best. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Well, we love you, and we'll see you soon. Everybody, big hand in Radio Land TV, wherever you're viewing this. Sam is excellent. We're going to see a lot of her in the future. I'm quite sure of that. So,
And
bye
one
bye,
last
everybody.
time, Sam, where people can find you immediately.
Sam Roark Music on Facebook, or samroarkmusic.org is my website. You can also go to Sam Roark Music on Instagram, Spotify, or anywhere you probably listen to your music.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, everybody. All right. If you've been watching, this is going to be we are changing. I'm just going to make a couple of announcements here on the show. We are doing shows every day. We've got finally to this point. Some of you have noticed the quality's gone up. Occasionally, some of you noticed, like yesterday, we might have some technical issues, but we work on them all the time. We're on Patron, we're on Facebook, we're on my personal page. So there's plenty of ways to find us. And we will have some special offers for people who are really fun. Heck, we're just glad you all watch, and we appreciate anybody. And lastly, if you know somebody who's got a great act, send them to us. Reach out to Julie Bruno or myself, and then go to Sam's page and buy some stuff. She's got great stuff, and the records sound killer. Julie, you have anything else to add before this is the longest goodbye?
No, I know. I just want to say thanks again, and that was it. And I'm saying that to cover the fact that I don't know how I accidentally popped us back up here while you were saying the thing.
That's all right. That's part of the fun of live television. It's what makes us fun. It's not like, regular TV.
No, who
We gotta make
wants
fun.
that? We've had that for how many years? 60 years. Nobody cares anymore. Let's be real. Let's just
Yes, I agree. Right now, I should be screaming at somebody going, "What's the matter with you guys? What do I pay you for?" No.
I only want blue M&Ms.
Of us.
My cat's looking at me. I have to ask you, Sam, do you have a pet?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
You do.
I have a dog, and his name is Benjamin A. Buttons, and he's a long-haired weenie dog, and he's my little personal defender. You can't touch me or you'll try to jump your hands off.
Will you please send me a video or us a video about 2 minutes long, just sharing about his story and how, and if you rescued him. We
Oh, yeah.
were trying to clear out the shelters
For the holidays.
So
So we're
You
trying
get
to get
me
all
involved
these
and I
rescue
am down.
friends.
I am an animal nut. I
So
love
am I.
all the fur babies.
So go through our pages, and there's already a
Yes.
couple up there. Find them and share them to your page. Send us your video. I'll produce it and everything, and I'll send it back to you. I'll put it on our pages, and then we'll cross that way. Cool.
Hell yes. You
And
guys
just
are
give it to me as soon
amazing.
as you
That is
can, so I
awesome.
can get
I
it
am
done.
all about helping the fur babies as well. Anything I can do to help you, let me know. I will pass that thing around.
All right. Well,
Perfect.
great.
Well, that's what we need. We need more
Thank
stories
you.
of people and their pets. So if you can,
Yeah, I got you
come
covered.
over.
Well, Julie, roll us out. Time for
All
some
right.
music. Here we
Here we
go.
go.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for
Bye,
being live
guys.
with me. Check out
For bonus content, extras, and all sorts of cool goodies, become a patron. Go to Patreon. Live with Neve.